Welcome friends. In this video tutorial, we are going to see different HTTP status code. This becomes very important when you are developing any application or any RESTful services. In that case, you need to send this HTTP status code to the client, and in which that client will understand like what is happening in your application or what it is returning. For example, here I have created in previous videos, if you see, I have created this endpoint which is returning some proper responses to the our client. For example, here if keyword parameter is missing, in that case I am sending this HTTP bad request status code. For example, the content is not found. In that case, I am sending this HTTP status no content, which is 204. So this you should be know when you are developing your application. So it becomes important. So understand in this video tutorial. For example, here if you see response entity, that is I am sending if any internal server occur. So it is sending internal server HTTP status code for this is 500. So we will understand this different status code. Here if you see, they are categorized in three different formats, like 1xx, it is informational request. Second 2xx is a successful request. 3xx is a, let's zoom this. 3xx is will be redirects. So it will redirect multiple choice, move permanently, found, see other, not modified. Then 4xx is a bad request, unauthorized. This if you have encounter in sometimes in your application as well, like 404 not found. While developing web application, we get this error more frequently, like 404 not found. That is because that request URL not found. Then method not allowed. These are the different status code that we are going to see in this video, like 5xx, like server errors, internal server error, not in agreement, then bad gateways. Let's understand further this in this video tutorial. For 100, when it will get this error status code, we are going to see. For 100, from 100 it is starting, that is informational status code. Like 100, it will tell us that the initial part of request has been received and has not yet been rejected by the server. Then 101 switching protocol, the server is switching protocol as requested by the client. Then processing, the server has received and is processing the request, but no response is available yet. So these are the different status code which is starting from 100, and it will go to the up to 200. And after that, these are the different. So I'm covering only important, some of the frequently getting HTTP status code, that only I'm covering in this. Uh, then next we will see, this is the very common. Each request we send to our database or get any request. Yeah, at that time, if you see in the postman, you will or any client, that will you will see these messages 200 OK. 200 OK means the request has succeeded. The meaning of the success depend on the HTTP methods. Then created means new resource is created in the database. No content means server successfully processed the request, but is not returning any content. Means we didn't get any content. In that case, it will send this HTTP status code 204. Then 300 series is there, like 301 move permanently. Suppose resource has been moved permanently in the new URL. When you are working with the network, at that time you will get these errors, like file handling or URL, or that file resource is moved. In that case, you will receive this error. 302 found the resource has been temporarily moved to the different URL, then temporary redirect. So resource has been temporarily moved to the different URL, and the client should use the original URL for future requests. Then client error status code. Whenever our request fail, in that case, we will get these errors. For example, 400 bad request. This is most common HTTP status code that we will get. like 403 forbidden, 404 not found. We are familiar with this because it is the most frequently coming HTTP status code because the server can't find the requested resources. Because server didn't find the trick API endpoint or something happens, that case we will get this 404 not found. Then 429 too many requests. The user has sent too many requests in the given amount of time. So rate limiting at that time we will get this 429 too many requests. Then server error status code. This is the common when we are developing our application. In that case, we will get this. Definitely, we will get this 500 internal server error. The server encounter unexpected condition that prevented from fulfilling the request because human error or any code we have write in such a way that it is not able to process the request. At that time, we will get this 500 error. Then 502 bad gateway, the server received the invalid response from the upstream server. Then 503 server unavailable, the server is currently unable to handle the request due to temporary overloading or maintenance. Then commonly used status code in REST API. These are the commonly. If you see 200 OK, standard response was successful HTTP request. Then 201 created. Successful requested a new resources has been created. Means we have created new means any record updated in the database at that time we will receive this 201. 204 no content. Suppose we are requested any product but that product is not found, at that time we will get this 204 not found. Then 400 bad request, the request could not be understood or was missing required parameter. Something any parameter we miss, at that time we will get bad request. Then 401 unauthorized authentication failed or user does not have permission for the desired action. Means if user unauthorized user is accessing, at that time we will get this 401. For example, in the Spring Security, suppose any role that is trying to access resources which is not authorized, at that time we will get this error. Then 404 not found, the requested resource could not be found. Means resource not found, at that time we will get this 404 not found. Then internal server error, that is generic error message when the server fail to fulfill our valid request. This is the most common. This is the basic HTTP status code that we will get in our applications. If you see 200400401, then what importance of HTTP status code is like understanding HTTP status code is crucial for debugging and troubleshooting web application as they provide valuable information about success or failure of our request. So for the debugging also it is important because it provides some information related to successful or failure of the request. Then user experience, proper handling and display the HTTP status code can greatly improve the user experience by providing clear and informative feedback to the user. Like here we have seen, if we provide the proper message to the user, that user will understand the what happening on our applications. Like here I have specified that in an internal server error occurred because some unexpected error occurred in our applications. Then next API development. API development is in the context of API development, HTTP status code are essential for communicating the status of the request and the resulting data or error message. So this is becomes important while developing API because we need to provide proper request and response to the end user. Then only it will understand error message, what error occurred in our applications. So here if you see HTTP status code, understanding the basics, the start by familiarizing yourself with the different classes, and this is given for our information purpose. This you can use in our knowledge purpose. That's all from this video, guys. I hope you have gained the knowledge on this HTTP status code. Sometimes interview will ask you this, like what is HTTP protocol. In that time, you will end up saying like HTTP protocol is stateless protocol. But additionally, you can explain this information to the interviewer, then he will happy with your answers. Then your chances of getting selected will increases. That's all from this video, guys. I hope you have gained some knowledge. Thanks for watching this video.